everybody. Welcome to Ms.Interpretations. My name is Marin, and this is my virtual campfire. And tonight, I'm very, very happy to have Kellie, the Detroit Atheist Queen, joining me tonight. And we've had a little bit of trouble trying to connect because she's busy, and I have been too. She works all the time, but she's also like everywhere on YouTube right now, which is really fun. But we have a couple things that we're going to talk about. I'm going to bring her up here in just a minute, and I'm going to go back to my comments and say hey to everybody. She's here. I'm waiting for the big reveal. No, I'm just kidding. So we have a couple things. I don't know much about Kellie, and except that I see her a lot on Ember's show in the mornings and also Java and Jugs on Mondays, daily atheist morning show. And she also has been doing a lot of content on her channel. And I'm just hoping to talk to her a little bit about where she's come from and also where she's going. So if are you ready, Kellie? She's all ready. Okay. Right. It's dinner time. Here we go. Hey,
Beam me up,
Kellie.
Scotty. Hello, everyone.
Thank you so much
You
for
keyword.
and you guys, hey Amber, hey. Uh I have trouble with the balance sometimes, so if I'm too loud or not, or if Kellie's not loud enough, just let me know, okay? Y'all, if y'all can check that for me, because sometimes I can't always tell. So,
Hey,
Kellie,
right
thank
before we stream, my daughter brought me dinner. So, hey,
right before, right. So as she
yeah,
was like
5 minutes
shoving some
before.
food down while I'm like, oh, I'm so
I'm not used to
excited.
that.
So, Kellie, will you tell me a little bit about how you ended up in the atheist space? Like how
I don't
where
know
you don't
how
know.
I got here.
Well, like how did you end up because you grew up in the church, right? You grew up as a
Yes.
Christian. And so do you know why you left? Or I mean,
Yeah, I know
I
why I
know.
left. It was bull. It
Well,
was
you can
bull.
tell us a little bit. I know you've probably talked about this, before with
Yeah.
others, but I love all the things that you share, but I haven't heard you share this yet. So if you want to
Okay.
share it here, I'd be happy to hear about it.
So well, I'll just start. Like I said before, I was asleep one day and I woke up to Penn and Teller's bullshit on.
Okay.
And I don't know why, but something about the episode clicked in my head because had a little bit of magic act and it was reflecting on the Passover. And I'm watching it saying, like, wait, why did God do what he was doing? And then after that, on Rock came on. Then after that, a lot of the ACOs came on. And I don't know how the hell these shows came on because I never watched any atheist content anymore. But out of the blue, this atheist stuff starts coming on. And I was watching like TD Jakes like earlier yesterday.
So was
So
that like
how in
on
the
you? Was that
hell?
on YouTube or was that on?
Yes, that was
Oh,
on
okay.
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know
Okay.
why the algorithm just had it put it on. And then I watched it. I didn't turn it off or change it. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, wait, this makes a lot of sense. What I'm watching.
Yeah.
So eventually time went on. This is like 17, maybe 18. I believe it was 2017, I believe. And so as time went on, when I first walked away, that's all I did was watch the shows because I didn't want to. I was like, you know what? I spent this whole time in church 3 times a week at the midweek, Sunday school, regular church, any other revival, everything we had. I was doing
Yeah.
too much stuff.
Yeah.
At least I'm doing stuff online, so I ain't got to go nowhere. It's a little different.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
I talk
time.
about it like indoctrinating myself, right? Because I'm
Yeah,
like you, I'm like 24/7
yeah. I was in church all the time.
yeah, right? And I for hours and hours and hours I've heard Christian content, and so like I've been listening to atheist content 24/7
Yeah. So
try and
when I would go to work, sometimes I would go to
yeah.
work. you know, I was in security, worked as a correction officer for some years as well.
Hmm.
I sometimes trying to raise children, I've had 2, 3 jobs sometimes.
Yeah.
So sometimes I was working in the medical field, direct care worker or nursing assistant or something like that. Then I would
Yeah.
go and work security at night, whatever. But so sometimes I would do that and still go to church.
Yeah.
And I used to the caffeine pills, Vibrant.
Hmm.
I popped those like it was candy to stay up
Oh, that's
because
healthy,
they
right?
yeah because they looked down on you if you missed the service and stuff.
Yeah, true.
So they was like,
Well,
you
I'm
know,
Methodist, so, or I was Methodist, so uh, I didn't get I didn't get that as much, but I
yeah.
know
When I
I.
got older, I was part of the International Church of Christ,
Mm-hmm.
so that was a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't even dive deep into how we had to share our faith. We had the audience even we had to share our faith with so many people and
Yeah.
bring so many people to the church. So
Mm.
if you didn't have so many people baptized, brought to Christ, um, they always said a scripture about it was like 3 types of soil. So if you have a lot of good baptism, that means you have the good soil. And then if you don't, people don't get baptized, then your soil's not good. But if you have
Seriously,
people that who get baptized, but they keep falling away, then that means your soil
it's
is
your fault. Oh my
it's my
gosh.
fault. Yes, yes, all your fault. Yes, because if you was right with the Lord, then it would stay. Yes, it's your fault.
Wow. That's such a guilt trip, man.
Exactly. So that's what it came down. But back to the deconstruction story. So when I started, one day I was watching Seth Andrews, and that was the first time I seen one of his videos. But it happened to be the one with Mandisa on it,
Oh, yes.
and I was like, "It's a black woman. It's an atheist organization." Because I had seen other like Phil Session and Dragnut on the ACA shows,
Mm,
and I didn't even know that Mandisa was on Talk Heathen before, but I hadn't seen the episode yet.
mm.
And I was like, wait. So I go in there and I look, and I'm like, man, so I started watching everything that she ever made that I could find that time. Everything about the organization that I could find, and I looked it up.
Yeah.
Everything. Because I was like, what the hell? Who is this person?
Yeah.
And I was like, she's amazing. I was like, she's doing a whole lot.
Right.
And she's speaking up about a lot of important issues too.
So when you looked it up, then what did you do?
Well, at the time, it was COVID started hitting at the time. So I spent my time, hello, Tommy. I spent my time looking, that's when they were doing Zoom meetings.
Okay.
So any Zoom meeting she was in, I was connecting.
Oh, cool.
Not only just hers, though, I would say that much.
Yeah.
But especially if I saw she probably be in a Zoom meeting, I'm about to connect with her. I would make sure I have questions to ask her and everything. She probably don't even know that. But every time there was questions to ask, I made sure I was asking questions
Yeah.
just to understand more.
Right.
So
So you really sought out the community. You could see how
yes, yeah,
much. Yeah.
yeah, because I was like, I needed that. Because I was sitting there like, it's one thing when you around, and now it's so many people in the community that I know they're atheists that I know now, but at the time it was just me. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like getting depressed.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nobody but me. So I'm like, I can't talk about what I saw on the ACA calling show or nothing like that to anybody because they're gonna laugh at me. Why don't you
Yeah.
why don't you believe?
Yeah.
So you couldn't really talk to people. So that was a depressing time of my life.
Did you try to talk to people, or did you let people know that you were like,
I did,
I
no,
don't
I
really
did
believe
not.
this
No,
anymore?
because I kind of could imagine, and it was the same way how I thought they was gonna take it when I did come out. But no, I was silent. I would act like I was still a Christian because I knew
Mm.
things to say,
Right.
you know.
Right.
But no. Mm-mm. Oh, I just stayed silent and stuff, and
Yeah.
would just go with emotions.
Right.
So when uh COVID starts opening up a little bit, and I don't know why. I just happened to look at the website again and realizing that they were having a revival of Reason. I'm sorry, take this back. It's got Woman of Color Beyond Belief. I keep
Oh,
mixing up the stuff, but anyway, it's called Woman of Color Beyond Belief.
okay.
So I'm like, it was like Chicago. Well, I'm in Detroit. Chicago's 4 hour, 5 hour drive,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm late. I don't drive too much anymore. So I train. Great Amtrak train. There you go. It'll take you right there. So I'm about to get on this train. And me and my youngest went on the train and we went to Chicago.
Okay. So that was
And
your first like get together
first
in real
atheist,
life.
yes, in real life, that was that. Yes. So I got to meet Cynthia, Mandisa, and a lot of other people. Dina,
Yeah.
I mean, Deanna, Candace Gorham, who's the president of Humanist Society.
Mm-hmm.
I met
Mm-hmm.
her, and I'm like, so I want to think about me, and I know that I don't look like I am now. I don't know what I'm doing, but I
This
used
is.
to.
I'm going to
Yes,
interrupt
yes,
you here
yes.
because
Oh,
this
sure. Go ahead.
isn't
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Josh by
ahead.
plans. Atheist evangelism has long been regarded as a white male thing, and I say that as a white man who's been doing atheist evangelism since the Four Horsemen days. Glad to see the space diversifying. Amen.
I thank you for approving me.
Because that's what we want is the white men's approval, right? Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, but it is. I mean, it's important to have representation. I mean,
Yeah.
you know
Exactly.
that better than anybody, right? I mean, especially like you're saying, is your experience is so much like anybody else uh, who grew up in that community, right? Or in a religious community, there's so much of your life that's wrapped up in it. And so when questioning it, right, it's people don't want to they don't want to hear your questions. Um, but also there's a lot of judgment and shame, I guess, like why are you doing this? And that it's like I didn't mean to like quit believing. Oh, did I just put my thumbs up? There we go. It's my
It's all
it's
good.
my Mac, yeah, because I can go like, yay, right? Do the little thing. Yeah, so oh, this is a good word. Devangelizing. I like that.
Yes.
I'm gonna use
Yeah.
that
But
from
one
now
thing
on.
people have to
That's good.
understand is that everybody, when you look up, and I talked about this in another podcast, but when you look up and you see everybody's representation of themselves.
Hmm.
So you're looking at somebody who's struggling with religion and there's nobody else that looks like them. That's not good.
Right,
So I
right.
want to be able, that's one reason why I came out. So people can look up and say, oh, that's somebody that I can look up to. I don't know why they would do that, but at least they have that at least they have that option to
Well,
do
it was
it.
so important to you. You know how important it is.
Exactly.
So that's why you got involved in the Black non-believers. And
Yes.
okay, so yes, I agree. I have to put this up,
Thank
Tommy.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you
you
so
are
much.
awesome. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I
I really,
try, you know.
you started joining some of these shows really when I started doing my YouTube channel, like the very beginning,
Yeah, we started
of
getting at
it.
the same time. Yes, I
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And I'm like, she's just putting herself out there, and so you've been inspirational to me too.
Oh,
So
thank you.
I,
You were
yeah,
too. Yeah,
yeah. Well, thank you.
certain
So
people you had on there. I looked up to that person up in the past. Not no more. But I was like, oh, she got him on the show.
I know that was wild. Yeah, yeah,
We're
and
not talking
sad,
about him, but
and
yeah,
just
it's just sad.
a few
Yeah,
months later, kind of sad.
yeah.
But
But at
yeah,
first, I was really getting excited because I know.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but yeah. So.
So you got involved. You started asking questions, and then what did you do in your area? Because you did you find other folks in Detroit?
Well, I end up eventually connecting with Mandisa, and they had something called the CCon. And I ended up talking with the old affiliate, and my position was to help out.
Mm-hmm.
But when I left the CCon, the cruise, she left. Yes, let's hug. when I left,
I love all of you. And
when I
Kim,
left
you've been
the
so helpful to
cruise,
us too, so I appreciate you.
yeah.
All right, go ahead.
When
So,
I left the cruise,
wait, now what does CCON stand for?
uh,
Do you remember? I haven't
sea
heard.
sea conference. So it's a cruise,
Oh, it's
and it's
okay.
called, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
So the sea conference is,
C. I thought it was like the letter C.
no, sea like
Okay.
the water sea, yeah, like
Okay.
the
SEA.
ocean sea and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yes, the
Okay.
seven seas.
Mm-hmm.
So after we left the SeaCon, um, the affiliate leader stepped down. Medice asked me to step in.
Okay then.
So I was like, okay, that was not what I wanted to do, but here we are.
Yeah. So what did that
So it
mean? What
was,
kinds of things did you do as a result of
um,
that?
it's just hang out. I'm getting more deeper with stuff, but at first it was just getting coffee and talking.
Mm.
Now we have tabling, a protest we go to, did a drag show not too long ago, murder mystery, wine trip, anything you could think of. That's
That
what we
you
do.
that you yeah, this is
Yeah, be involved. Yeah.
yeah, this was the being
Yes, I
told.
was
Yeah.
voluntold.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So like so do you spend a lot of so you've spent a lot of time in person now
Yes, yes.
with
That
folks.
was my whole persona for about 3 years. I wasn't online,
Yeah.
but it's a couple other people in this space that I dealt with, like Steve Cicadas.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him dealt with each other the whole time. I've been with him for like 3, 4 years already because
Nice.
you know he was local.
Gotcha.
Skeptical Scott as well. I dealt with him too before
Okay.
because that was who I was. That was the local people. He was Skeptical wasn't really local, but he would come to Detroit sometimes. That's why we got to meet up and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
so
good.
but the other affiliate leader, she didn't have any dealings with any organization. She kept to herself.
Hmm.
That's not good if we're going to unify.
Right.
So they looking at me like, man, you really moving this group on. And like, we thank you. It was a blessing in disguise that you took over
That's good.
because you're doing stuff like, how can I, here's the thing. We need our allies.
Yeah.
We can't make it with just because sometimes some other people might be in those other, I'll be honest, when I come in, yes, I'm helping out in these other groups, but I'm also trying to see who can I snatch up and put in my group as well.
Mm, gotcha.
I see other black people. You can still go to this Sunday assembly, but come to Black
You need to
non-believers too.
come. Yeah, you need to
Yeah,
join
so
us.
I'm
Yeah.
pulling. I'm
Yeah.
pulling. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. You just don't I'm not just helping out
You're
just
doing good at
this
devangelizing.
yeah, I'm about to, well they're still part of the atheist group,
Yeah,
but I want you to get in the black group. Come and join
exactly.
us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I would do. So
That's
yep.
good.
When we go to tabling, it's for such a group. Oh, I'm gonna give you a pamphlet and talk to you and get
Yeah.
your information to come to my event. Some of them do come
Oh, that's
because
good.
like I had one couple of people that would come on, and basically you would find out they were just there because their partner
Mm,
was atheist, but this black person really wasn't an atheist.
okay.
That happens a lot.
Does it?
Yeah, we're there. They just, you know, but they partner is atheist or something, and they just come just to find out what it's about. And
Yeah.
I've talked with them, of course, and stuff like that, find out where their head's at and
Yeah.
things of that nature. But sometimes I'll sit there and because there's some that's in the chat sometimes, and I'm like, how can you be around us and not even question the
Well,
word and stuff like that? But you know,
yeah, because your start was almost a drive-by. I mean, it was just like
I like,
just the TV, the YouTube just
I was
boom
like,
came up. You're like waking you up, and
I was like, and
you're an
God had
atheist
Loki.
now.
Like, what? What? That's basically, yeah. I woke up like,
Oh my gosh.
what you mean? Like, what I just hear? But yeah,
Yeah,
I
you know,
wasn't.
uh, uh, a friend of
And if
mine,
I heard it a week later, I might have not thought the same. If I heard it the
right?
week before, I might not clicked in my head the same. But that time in the moment, it was meant for me to watch that show,
Yeah,
to
you
watch
just
that special.
yeah made something. Yeah. Oh, okay. See, I was gonna
Yep,
say,
Holy
yeah,
Kool-Aid was
time.
one too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell
What
you one,
I started watching
dark matter.
Apologia I started watching Apologia as a Christian, and then someone recommended Dan McClellan, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
and
God's plan.
yeah, and because I talk about deconstructed. I deconstructed a long time ago, but I still remained a Christian, right? Like I just kind of deconstructed and pieced together mythical understanding that just was okay for me, worked, and I just didn't think about a lot of stuff. But then I'm like, but I love studying religion. I love studying uh, about the Bible, right?
You can still do it. Look at
And I
Dr.
hadn't
Kip.
done it. I was like teaching science, just trying to eat. I needed a job. So then I had opportunity to start studying again. I'm like, wait a minute. It, t-
Yeah.
no wonder I feel so out of place the
Yeah.
entire
Another
time.
one that got me was Dark Matter. I
Oh
loved his
yeah.
stuff.
I
Yeah.
didn't catch him until a lot later. I just late to the party,
Because
basically. Yeah.
it was the cartoons and stuff. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R and Raw. Yeah, I did. I watched him
Yeah.
too.
Me as
But
likewise. The
yeah.
the the friendly atheist, him and Meta,
Mm-hmm.
he actually did the actual Bible study.
Oh
He
yeah.
went through Genesis to Revelations, yes,
Oh wow.
years
Okay.
ago. And I sat there
Yeah.
and watched that every week. And the Bible got gory and gory every time I watched it like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Joel reads Bibles doing that now too. So,
Oh, that'll
aha.
be so nice. Oh, yeah. Come on now.
That's good.
Oh man.
Oh wow. So what kinds of
My
things?
my goal is maybe one day I'll interview Santa Q. That's my goal.
Okay.
My big goal is Rhett and Link.
Oh my gosh. Right. Look. Hey,
Yes.
listen, you
Oh,
guys.
when I found out they was atheists, I cried.
But I've been watching them for like ever since they got on YouTube. Like
Me too.
before they did anything, like they've just started their morning show, and they had their commercials up, and every now and then, like in my family, we watch certain videos over and over again, and it's like butt drugs, because that's one of the that's one of their actual commercials that they created,
Oh, them
and they
questions are
are,
funny.
oh my God, they are
Oh
so
man,
funny.
I think I have some of them even like in my
Yeah.
backlog of
Oh my
YouTube.
gosh. You guys,
But
if you
yeah,
haven't seen them, you got to go back and watch
yeah.
some of the
But
old
Rhett
Rhett and Link.
really is coming out. Both of them came out and do a deconstruction story, but Rhett is more into it. But he's been on what's his name? What's
Oh,
that
on
British? Starts with an A.
no, I can't believe I'm not remember. I just did a show about him like a month ago.
But he's a British guy, and he was on his show. And in
I
the top of
watched
my
him
head,
a
his
lot
name
too.
starts with an A. Somebody in
Y'all
the chat
help
probably
chat,
won't
help
think
us
of it.
out.
It starts with an
Who
A.
has Rhett been doing interviews with that's making everybody crazy? And then
Because
I actually,
Paul actually
yeah,
did
Apologia did it. Yep,
did a video on his interview with him because
exactly.
Christians went and
He's
debated it
like the
too.
most famous
So
atheist,
I
and
know
we can't
exactly
think of
I know
his name right now.
exactly who it is.
Alex O'Connor.
Alex
Oh my
O'Connor. Thank you
gosh.
so much.
No.
Yes, I know
What?
it. Thank you.
Oh, and just Alex O'Connor.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. I mean, right.
You
I
don't
know
know
the
who
women. I know
Brother
all the
Lynch?
women's
Oh my
names,
goodness,
like with
good
those
mystical
guys.
morning.
Those, and that's just another white guy.
There's a weather, but I love, man, I love those white guys. And I remember they was like, how can we sit here and be these fundamental Christians and several people that were our friends are part of the LGBTQ community? We can't be right.
Kim. So does that mean I gotta get I gotta finish my PhD before I get
That's
an
what.
interview with you?
That's why I got
Okay.
to interview you, but you ain't gonna interview me, huh?
That's
Because I ain't got no
right.
PhD.
I have 3 master's degrees. I could maybe.
I don't
Okay.
even got that. I got an associate. Sorry.
It's all right.
Sorry,
You
I'm
know,
sorry. I'm
everybody
sorry.
has.
Nobody
Don't be
told me I was
sorry.
wrong.
Don't be
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I
I
taught at a
don't
technical
know.
college. That's an awesome thing.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah.
no.
So
No.
I actually
I am
created
but
a
yeah, I'm
manufacturing
scared
curriculum.
now. I'm no degree.
I worked in the manufacturing division. So we have
You and
some
me
in
both.
common
Yeah,
too.
that's what I do
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. But I never actually worked in it. I just created courses for it.
Oh, you're lucky. I
I
actually
mean,
work in it.
yeah, yeah. That's something. I
Yeah.
yeah. A dog. Aha! No, 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 no. A dog turret. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Lil. Yes. Okay. There we go. All right. Sorry. Diversions. So let's
Those
get
are
back
very
to
strict. I know. I know.
what kinds
You're
of things are
joking.
you? What kinds of things are you doing now?
I still do my meetups with Black non-believers.
Hmm.
I've recently, this summer, year before, I was regular board member, but when I was up and the person left, I ran for treasurer position. I do that as well.
Okay.
Um, and it's quite busy because every time I look up, it's something to be done
Yeah, I bet.
in these local organizations. And then I'm also since I'm more vocal. Uh, so last year, July, 4th of July weekend, Mandisa was like, I'm going to this thing called the Ark Encounter protest. So I said, oh, well, I'm off. I guess I'll go to help you set up so you won't be by yourself. So I'm just setting up and things and doing what I do. And everybody's coming up to me, how are you? Having a conversation. And when I left, I ended up, um, Chris Mallard, the running show, wanted to interview me.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
I was like, what?
What?
And several people because I knew the big name people who had channels. I didn't know the smaller names,
Right. Right.
So, oh, they have shows. So I started going watching their shows as well.
Yeah.
So I'm in the comment section and they're like, wait,
I know
we were
you.
we were trying to find you through Facebook or Instagram, whatever, because I shut down all my stuff before. So if it wasn't for this, I probably would have still been shut down. I wasn't on social media, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So my goodness. so
funny.
so I get out. So then after I get on the damn show, a few other people contacted me. Then I went to NailCon, then it was the Bat Cruise, and then it
See, I
was
didn't. You were at NanaCon too. I was at NanaCon, but
yeah, I
it was
was there.
big, so I
I
didn't
was there.
meet
I mean, I was mostly at the
everybody.
table. Black
Yeah.
non-believer. If you want to find me, I'll be at the Black non-believers table.
Okay.
That's where
Okay.
I'll be at.
Yeah.
So I'll be there helping table and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Melissa was
Well,
doing
I
her
mean,
thing.
like you said, I met AJ in the elevator, and I had misinterpretations on my name tag, and she's like, "Oh wait, I've seen you in the chat. I'm Ways to Human." I'm like, "Wait, you're Ways to Human." Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
I didn't really
really
talk to AJ there.
yeah,
Like I said, I keep to myself. Like I already knew Elliot and stuff like that, and
yeah,
uh, Casey Gleason. They were right across from us, so I would just spend time over there at
Right.
their table talking with her. I
And
kind of
Mandisa, yeah, yeah,
staying with who I knew.
yeah,
Or I'd
yeah.
run off with Candace, Indiana. But that was, I stayed to myself. But so I went to all these events last year. So a little bit I met more and more people.
Yeah. I'm just going to
And
pause this right here for a second and just say anybody, if you have a chance to go to an in person, hey, Bree, if you have a chance to go to an in person event, yeah, okay, we'll do this for Bree. Yay.
yeah,
Um, go, go. And it's like, it's uncomfortable for a few minutes, right? Because you don't know anybody, but it is, it's just it's so helpful, like to actually meet other people, and and even if you meet two or three, I sat down at a lunch and there was Godless Granny. I'm like, oh hey,
yeah, I didn't meet her. Yeah,
but just to actually like meet have as many like-minded people in one place is just so helpful. It's healing in a lot of ways because so many of us have experienced a lot of pain in our faith journey,
yeah,
right? And so having that community, it's just part of being human.
yeah,
It's part of being human. I think that we need that kind of community. So if there's anything, and I mean, there's other things too. Like anybody, you can look up, recovering from religion and find a group that is like
yeah.
amazing. The fall excursion, if you're on the East Coast and you're anywhere in like 5 to 10 hours of Virginia, you need to go. It's an amazing
Okay.
experience because it's just so supportive, and the uh, agenda was really, really, really helpful. So, and I just packed up my car one weekend and said, I'm going.
Oh, that's
So,
good.
yeah, yeah. And I've, been in their groups online
Because
and people
Mandisa goes to
call
more
people.
stuff than I go to. Like
Yeah,
and I wish I could have went, but the recovery from freedom from religion, theirs was
yeah.
in like South Carolina. I would
Yeah,
like to
I
go there,
wanted to
but I
go,
had to
but
leave the work too,
I
though.
had trips on either side of that, and I'm like, I'm in South Carolina, but I just could not afford to go at that time.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna save up and go to it next year, so wherever it
yeah.
is. But that is
We
something
have
that's
ours
important.
this year, Revival of Reason, in June 12th
It's
through the
worth it.
14th. But yeah, that
Yeah,
was just like when Mandisa basically was telling people, "This is my friend Kelly," and now I'm on Driving Jugs with Ember every day. Well, every
yeah,
Monday, and on her
yeah. That's
Deep Daily
awesome.
Dive show.
Yeah, yeah,
She was like, 'cause she trusts Mandisa's opinion, so she was like,
yeah.
"That's Mandisa friend. She must be a good person." That's what she always jokes.
Well, you can make that known, I'm sure, whenever you go somewhere. Yeah, it
I
is.
would love to
Yeah.
meet you one day. You
I'm a
probably a lot of
hugger. I'm a
fun.
hugger. And you can like usually in these conferences they have like a color code kind of thing,
Yeah,
and it's like don't talk to me, or I have a lot of difficulty talking to people, so come and talk to me,
yeah.
and I don't hug or whatever. I mean, it's just one of the
I would,
things. So,
yeah.
but it
But
is
it'd be kind of hard for you just to sit there and not say anything to anybody. Like even if you say I'm a little shy or something like that. But
exactly.
for
Yeah.
you not to be able to have a conversation, maybe not hug me,
Yeah. Right.
but not to somebody say hi to me and we're in a big conference.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you do actually.
Oh yeah, you definitely do hug, Bree. You gave me lots of
All right,
hugs.
you promise, Bree. Next time I
She gave
see
me
you,
lots of
when
hugs.
I meet you for the first time, I get
I
a
got
hug.
lots of
Woohoo.
hugs. I got
So,
lots of
but
Bree
that's the
hugs.
thing that for myself, like, there's oh, it's the American Atheist or the Secular Humanist Association. Um, there's a group close to me that like once a month they get together for coffee, and like I keep like, well, I should go. And then Saturday morning comes and I'm like, I want to rest. But I'm like, I really do need to like meet up with folks in my area. So
Yeah, yeah, definitely,
this
yeah.
is one reason I wanted to ask you about it. Like, just because I'm extroverted,
I got
but
some amazing people in my group, and I'm introverted.
yeah,
I
I
don't know
mean,
how the hell I'm doing
I
this.
know that's what I'm saying because I'm extroverted, but I'm very neurodivergent too. So there are times where I'm just like, I go walk into a crowd of people and I'm like, this is really awful. I can get up on stage and play my instrument, but I can't, like go up and talk to people sometimes. So, yeah. So,
Like, this is for black non-believers. This is for black non-believers. But if I'm going for myself, if I was to go to
right.
the conference for myself, I probably would be the one. Because when I originally went to conferences, the first black non-believers, I was in a corner, all the way in the back. They didn't say
Yeah.
anything to anybody until they came and saw me and put me to closer. But no, I was
Well, I think that's the ticket then, isn't it, Kelly? That if you want to go to an event or find out about a different event, they always need volunteers, right, to help plan things. And, and then you automatically have to talk to people. You automatically have, but you have a job to do too. So it's like parallel play, like
mm-hmm.
you do, well, I've got my thing to do, and it's like you get in an uncomfortable conversation. Well, I've got to go get together some flyers or something, I've got to go back to work. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So you have an excuse but also an excuse to be there, and it just makes it, and you're not there just for yourself, even though you are, but
No.
also, yeah. So that's something
Yeah.
that I'm
Because it's
taking a page out
fun.
of your book on
And
that.
sometimes, when you help out and volunteer, it might be something simple as getting free pass to go to the conference or something because you're volunteering helping out. That helps. That saves a little bit of money. Or Mandisa, sometimes she'll help transportation or something. Do something. This is what I'm helping for you doing this work.
Yeah,
It's a little, not much, but it's something. I can't. I wish I could pay you a salary, Kelly, but I can't. So here's a
yeah,
couple dollars or something. Get something to eat.
right,
Something,
right.
because it's hard.
I guess something else I want to
This is
mention is
yeah.
that often in these in different conferences, like look at something that's close to, I know, I'm sure. I'm telling you. That's like how to get out of an uncomfortable conversation. Yeah, usually I get yeah. Keeps them away from you in the
No
future too,
way.
apparently. Maybe. But there's often like the retreat, the recovering from religion retreat, they have scholarships and stuff too. So and they don't tell anybody, who might need the money. Like if they get a scholarship, it's not like you're announced or anything, right? It's just that
Yeah, but
sometimes
that
if you
works
need
if they
help
have
getting to
enough funding
places,
for that. If enough people sponsor the trip, because
yeah,
sometimes it might not be that necessarily
they
what could
might not.
happen.
But if you look ahead of time, and so there's ways to
Because my first black non-believers, the the women of color, and then the first CCon was the women of color was free except getting there.
okay,
But the CCon was like half off or something from scholarship because they had
yeah.
so many donors and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
So, and that's another
but
way
yeah,
people can help if they don't go, or if they do go
yeah,
and
donate
they,
$50 or
right,
something.
right. It's like, well, I'm not going to work the table, right? But I have a little extra cash because everybody has different gifts to give, right? Different ways to contribute, and
So
it's
let me
really
get me
helpful.
monetized. So I can get
I
monetized.
know. I was thinking today because I'm having a war with CapCut, and I know I should just go get a different editing program. I know I should just go get a different one, right? But I really like
Who do
CapCut.
you use now? I
CapCut, I
use
like
okay.
it, but
Yeah, I use CapCut. I also been looking in the clip clap, whatever you call
oh
that.
yeah, the
I've been
Microsoft
trying to look.
one,
It's one called
yeah,
clip
I think
cam or something. I
yeah,
can't think of it right
yeah.
there. But yeah, I've been
Well,
trying to do different ones and stuff like
well,
that.
I should try something different, but I just editing is not my favorite, and so I found CapCut's really easy, but I couldn't remember my login. And now I
Oh, you
can't
was
log
telling
back
me.
in, and yeah, and it's just it's a It's ridiculous. So then I tried I tried to just cancel that and just log in with a different email. But to pay for it, I had yeah. Anyway, I can't remember
Yeah.
another password, so I just gotta go find it. But it's very annoying. I don't even know how I got there.
Yo, yeah, I know. Yeah,
I
I
don't even know
know.
how I got there. Chat. How did I get here? Okay, ADHD moment. Sorry. I'm still there. All right. So, oh, I know. Oh, I know how I got here. Here's
Okay.
how I got here. No, that's the wrong thing. Media assets. Okay, over here. I pay to do YouTube right now. Just so you know,
Yeah,
I
I do
pay. I
too.
pay for StreamYard, and I've got to pay for
I'm thinking
CapCut when I
about
get it
leaving it
again.
and
But
going to another
yeah,
one.
right now I'm investing in myself. But
Yes, I pay for it as well.
I just got to get the hours. So if anybody wants to be like Kelly and put my channel on while you go to sleep at night and just get so I get a few more views, so maybe
Well,
one
a
day I
lot
could
of times
actually get
I can watch your stuff when I'm working if my internet works okay. Because
okay.
sometimes I have a hard time, but I try to watch your stuff when I'm working. And I have
Oh,
like two phones, so I have like one show watching something, then
yeah,
another show watching another.
that's
So because
awesome.
I'm like, damn, I don't know, I can't choose between watching Ember, watching Ms.Interpretations show. So let
Aw,
me just watch both
I
and just
know.
have it, have
Sometimes it's
it.
hard to find a time to like sneak in your show in
Yeah. So let
between
me
with other
watch.
people.
Let me
Yeah.
watch it then, so I can have both.
I guess that's a good thing. That's a good problem to have because there's more and more creators, and
Yeah,
there's
I'm
always
like,
a need
no.
because
I'm
everybody
like,
has a
why?
different experience.
Because
So
I'm like, if I watch that channel, then they won't get no views, and how am I gonna do? Or
yeah,
sometimes, like I'm even like, sometimes when I have my show on certain times, because sometimes because of how my work schedule is, sometimes I have to have my show doing Bree's show, and I hate that.
yeah,
But I'm like, I have to go to work at 2, but
yeah,
then Vince, but then and the cut is at 1. So I'm like, okay, I gotta do something at 11 in the morning
yeah,
so I can get a show in because this other person works during the week, and by the time I'm at work, they're home, so that wasn't gonna work. So Saturday in the morning is the best time for us to do this show.
yeah,
So, but I'm still have Bree's show playing in the background on silent because I can't noise can't come in, so she can get her views too. I've been
yeah,
trying to think about everything to do.
yeah, yeah. That's another way that we could help each other, isn't it? To just put YouTube on 24/7. And
Yeah, I
I
just
I mean
find
I fall
shows.
asleep to a lot of shows, and
Yeah,
then it I really should just go get onto somebody's playlist because sometimes I'm watching a show and then it goes over into somebody who's already got a million viewers, right? It just like but
yeah.
popular people come
A
up.
lot of people been doing this. A lot of people in our community that have like 1,000 or more, they can do the auto transfer to another stream. So
Hmm.
sometimes when I have something, that's why I like doing something like when I do like in the afternoon, like 1 o'clock, because nobody really has anything on there
Yeah,
really too much. So I know Joe and Lil has their politicalities on Thursdays. So I don't do nothing on Thursdays. The rest of the week is fair game.
yeah,
So I do something, you know, whenever someone uh I try to do my show whenever somebody's available and we can both find a time. So I don't really have a set time for a show every Mondays at 9. I
mm,
can't do that because
yeah, yeah. Especially
there's
with
so many different guests comes on.
right.
So
Yeah, well,
whenever you're
that's why my
available,
time's been changing back and forth. So,
because
to
you was like 9:30 at night. I
I
could
was
have did it
8.
9:30 tonight.
Yeah. Huh?
I could have did it, but I was like, can we do it earlier?
I'm tired. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
ready. I was ready to do it earlier tonight too. And also it just kind of it helps me to see, can people come earlier or is it better,
yeah, because
later.
I was
So,
looking at
yeah. Yeah, but
like
Tuesday I
five
think is going to be
is
my evening because there's other shows that I watch on almost every other day. I'm like, well, there's Bad Science Sunday, and then, yeah, so
yes,
it
yes,
ends up, yeah,
yes, yes,
yeah,
and have a
yeah.
few people
See, I
coming
would never
on.
go up against the
And he will be
humanity.
on my
Yeah,
show. Him and Matt
yeah.
will be on my show on the 15th.
Okay, cool.
And
So,
I have Mark Reed later on.
oh yay!
I don't know how I kept
And you
two
have me.
wonderful people. Yeah, you're gonna be Saturday coming up
Saturday.
Saturday. Yes,
Yeah,
you'll be
yeah.
on Saturday 11. Be there, be square.
I'll be there. I will
Well, I
be
guess you
there.
got to choose between do like I say,
I
put
know.
us on.
Sorry, Bree.
Even if you watching the Bumblebee,
Yep.
you
Well,
can put up. You can put up.
phone.
You watch. Put our video on in the background
Yeah.
while you watching hers. As long as you give love to both,
Yep. Yep.
and just
So,
and then watch us later when you finish watching Bree.
yeah. Oh, see, I should do a Monday show, but I have
Yeah,
symphony on Monday nights. I could start something in the summer. But
so I
yeah,
could do Monday.
there's
I was
nothing to
trying
watch
to
on
do
Monday.
something yesterday. My other
Yeah.
guest, something
Oh,
happened with them. We got to reschedule, and
yeah.
then you weren't really feeling well,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it was miscommunication. But we're here
Yeah.
today.
Yep. Yep. So
Yeah.
maybe in the summer I'll try to do something on Mondays. But
But it's kind of hard to do something Monday because they got the skip track, the skip the line with Forrest. He be on the
oh yeah,
skip
and they go to like
all the
2 in the
time,
morning
and they go like
sometimes.
yeah.
The
So it's
skip
kind of hard to
talk.
compete against
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I don't want to go up against them.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
yeah.
true.
So it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to compete against
But I wouldn't
Forrest.
be able to start a show till like 10 o'clock at night because I have symphony, so on Eastern time. But I guess that's okay for
Oh,
the
okay.
West
No
Coast
wonder why you
people.
said like 9:30. That okay? That okay.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like
But
nine
anyway,
thirty. I was like that
yeah.
late.
Oh, yeah. YouTube problems. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So but the community is so important. Like this community, like I do try to watch. Uh, yeah, whatevs. But
You would be a great host on there, though. You
just
probably knock all them out. Just because Lexi's on there and nothing on you, Dr. Kip. He ain't got nothing on you.
there we go. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, but the community I think is really important. And I mean, I kind of did in the chat what you did with your meetings. I just started chatting and responding to, people I don't know, and laughing at their jokes and stuff and just showing up. And because I was interested in the content too, but finding the community is really important to me too, because I can't really talk about losing my faith, and I am starting to. Some people around me are starting to kind of get an idea about it, and I'll talk to them if they come and talk to me. But yeah, so but the community I think is it's huge, it's important. So it's a good thing. So the other thing that I'd like to chat with you a little bit about before you go is we were talking a little bit backstage about this, about how the culture, especially of Christianity, and not all Christians, right, and not all Christian communities, but especially the more fundamentalist Christian communities, uh, the culture of those communities, I think, really lends itself to women being mistreated, and women not recognizing that mistreatment. And
Yeah.
that's one thing that I really am going to be focusing more on my channel. I'm going to be doing a little bit more of feminist theology, but my original ideas, 5-6 years ago, of doing this channel was to do feminist theology and talk about Christianity can be different, and so now I'm be talking about it more from the other side, but
Wow.
but just from my own experience, as a woman in this world, and thinking that I'm being a good Christian, right? Thinking I'm turning the other cheek when I'm basically I'm getting abused, right? Or gaslit, or so. But I feel like it's the culture and the teachings that support that, right? That women don't make a fuss, don't stand up for themselves.
It's so funny that you mentioned that. We did mention some things backstage, but I was thinking about that too, and so I'm starting. Which my first episode will be Saturday evening. We've been having Saturdays off, so I scheduled a thing on Saturdays. So hopefully, I can still keep it for my new podcast called Sovereign Intimacy. And
Mm,
basically, we are gonna go about purity culture, things of that sort, about body autonomy,
mm,
about women being free to
yeah,
choose the sexuality that they want.
yeah,
So we're gonna dive deep into things
yeah,
um, of that nature, because especially as a black woman, a lot of us get sexually gratified and stuff like that. But if we talk about it ourselves, it's a whole nother subject.
yeah, yeah,
So let's talk about it in honest fair. I might have some people with like a panel discussion, those that are, and it's so funny, like, even if you, okay, so I understand people. So you want to talk about people that are promiscuous,
yeah,
but then if somebody claims to be ace,
yeah,
you talk about them too.
yeah. I mean,
So
just
leave
let
somebody
people
alone.
be. God, God, dang.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
what? Because I
yeah.
think it was Kiki Palmer that said she believes she might be ace. And oh, they was in the chat comment section coming for her.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Aunt Jer said a very important thing. Yes.
Yes. Oh, and they do. Yes. Women are taught to participate in their own abuse and keep other women in check too. Yeah. I've had, I've in my younger days experienced abusive relationships and mostly verbal abuse, but not only. And, and this, the gaslighting, I think, is the biggest, tool used, just constantly telling you that you don't think, this is not what you think, this is not how you are, this is not what you want, this is, and no, I didn't say that, no, that wasn't true, which is why I had PTSD when Trump got elected, because it's like the whole country is in an abusive relationship. And that is like, and I say I'm never going to talk politics, but I mean, the day
Kind of
that,
hard not to.
yeah, the day after he was elected the first time, I was teaching high school, and I don't. I happened to actually not have to work during lunchtime, like have a, and I just shut the door and turned out the light and cried. I mean, I just couldn't take it. I was like, I cannot believe the country is like this. That they would
That's how
actually,
much that they
actually
care.
do this. Yeah. And but then in a way it's like, yeah, I can believe it, because the propaganda is so strong, and I've been in that situation where, oh, the manipulation of, well, if you really love someone, you stay and you work it out. And I'm
Yeah, that's,
like,
yeah.
yeah. And it's like,
I
well, I
stayed.
do
So my
really love
daughter
you,
told
but
me,
but
"Mommy,
you're
please
acting like a
leave."
jerk and being mean to me, and I'm not mean to you. What's going on? Like, right.
Yeah, my daughter, my oldest, she was the one that told me to leave.
Really?
She was 10 years old. She said, "Mommy, please leave." But you thought you was a failure if you left the relationship.
Yeah.
But I am gonna talk about something very important dealing with that. So
Yeah.
growing about, let's see, middle school, and a meeting of a friend, and I don't know, we connected, whatever, and we both worked for the newspaper, delivering paper. She worked a certain area, but we would meet up at the paper station and would walk and do our routes together. We do her route first, my work first, whatever. But
Yeah.
that's what we used to do.
Yeah.
Time went on, we go on, and she's so happy because she's found the man of her dreams,
Mm-hmm.
who is an associate pastor. He's not the head pastor, he's associate pastor of a church.
Yeah.
So we're like, you found a good guy, whatever.
Yeah.
So as time went on, starts to get isolated. Well, we saw each other, but not as much.
Yeah.
I was there for her children's births, vice versa for me, with her and me. But it had been some years I had not seen her.
Mm-hmm.
So time went on. Eventually, we both get into hardship. And and it was a pastor, I don't know why, but they ended up being in the shelter, whatever. So I was in shelter too because of fire and stuff like that, and connecting and
It's
meeting up
hard.
and things. Yeah. So eventually we both got ourselves together and went our way. And I remember seeing her at the mall. The mall's closed down now.
Yeah.
And if I don't see you, I don't care if I don't see you often, I love you. And I remember hugging her.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't hear anything from her in a couple months, but that's when my mom told me that her husband had unalived her. But he had been abusive this whole time. Finding out that the church knew about a lot of the abuse, but that's why she had been silent away from me, because she
Yeah.
was embarrassed to tell me that she was getting abused this whole time.
Yeah. Well, the isolation is part of it. I mean,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
but 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 the church was accepting of it,
it's awful. It's
and she
horrible.
she was left with three young boys. And as soon as I found out, I tried to get them, but the aunt on her mother's side tried to get them, and then she couldn't handle it, so she put them in the system. That's why you didn't tell me before she put them in the system. That hurt me too. But I do talk to the boys a lot and stuff like that, and they're doing great.
Good.
One was for the post office, so they're doing really good and everything.
Yeah.
But they was like, Auntie,
So much trauma.
you've always
Yeah.
been there for us.
Mm.
But yeah, her life
What
was taken
happened to
away.
him? What happened
Oh,
to the
he went to prison.
good?
He went to prison.
Mm.
But I'm like, she was the sweetest person.
Yeah.
Why would you? Why? I
Yeah.
can't understand. And that's another reason why that I left my abusive relationship. You
Yeah.
know.
I
But
yeah.
my family is more like, "Cause you don't have yourself together," because I relied on him.
Mm.
I didn't have, I left college to raise a family,
Yeah.
and I just went and got an associate's real quick just to get something.
Yeah.
While he was in school
Yeah.
becoming a master electrician.
I'm in the same club. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
did
He
all
got
that,
all his degrees and
all his
I dropped
degrees.
out. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So he could do that.
Yeah.
And so more so I had to go to a domestic violence shelter,
Mm.
because I had nowhere else
Yeah.
to go. I'm
That
working
is
2 or 3 jobs, making ends to meet because I had to get out of it. And it was like, how you do just go back, go back.
mm-mm.
Even my family told me to go back
Yeah.
because he had a better thing. I remember
Yeah.
he would choke me, that rings around my neck and stuff like that,
Did you
calling me out
tell?
on my name.
Did you
They didn't
tell?
do anything.
Mm.
And I remember after they had, he went to jail overnight, basic thing, and they had him go to anger management classes. And I remember they had us both going into some form of family counseling thing. And I remember him, the bathroom was like in the back. And I remember I was coming out the bathroom of the program, and he looked at me in my face, and he was like, "You think you're going to get away with you telling them what I'm doing to you?" He was like, "When I'm finished with you, you will no longer," I won't say what he said, "I will kill you, be."
Oh my
And
God.
luckily, one of the ladies heard him in the program.
Oh, good.
because I remember he was trying to get me to go with him.
Yeah.
He was all nice to me in the program, and the lady kind of like stepped in and said some stuff.
Mm.
And she was like, I heard everything he said to you. Don't
Mm.
worry.
Thank goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I
Rest
mean,
in peace to her. She's gone now. But yeah, she
but
was like, he ain't never gonna get you
so
there.
many women have this experience, you know. I mean, it and people that you wouldn't expect, you know. I mean, I've been threatened to be killed as well, you know, and it's like,
My
how does this
father.
happen? How did this happen? How did this happen? It's
Thank you,
just,
Angie, very much for
oh,
putting
please,
that.
thank you. Yeah,
Thank
there's
you.
people to talk to. There's help. There's always, if you find yourself in this situation, and that, and years. I mean, I stayed for years,
Mm-hmm.
and and just trying to make things right, you know. But it wasn't me. But I was told it was, you know.
It was you.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't you, but it was them.
But I think that's one of the things that I think can be so very harmful about the way many people do Christianity is that, you know, we're inherently evil. We are, you know, we are all right, we're wretched and don't deserve anything, and any little bit that we get, that's, you know, that's good, and we don't even deserve that, and to be told that over and over and over and over again, when you're told in your primary relationship, it's not any different, you know, and
I, I
yeah,
had one neighbor, and so it was a couple that I live, whatever. And so he used to brag and used to say, I don't put my hand on my girl because I don't want trouble. But she was like a housewife. So I won't feed her. I won't make sure she won't have no food to eat. I want her to get her where it hurts. He would say stuff like that. Well, guess what? I heard what you said. She gonna eat at my house then. Hmm. But
yeah,
yeah, that's what he did to torment her because I'm not gonna put my hands on her. I'm not gonna make sure she's gonna eat for that day if she don't do what I tell her to do. Oh, really? And I'm not like I'm ear hustling. Oh,
yeah,
really? Because he's on his porch talking to his friend,
yeah.
and they laughing about it.
Well, and
So I would
the
invite her over to my house for some reason. I gotta show you something, girl. And I
yeah,
would be like, "You want something to eat?" Because no. He would brag about it. She ain't
mm,
gonna be hungry.
yeah.
Make sure she gonna have some food from me, even if
But
it's just a sandwich.
yeah. And see, I live in South Carolina, and it's like the number one or one of the most abusive states in the country, you know. So I know it's all around me all the time, and of course I lived through it too, but you know, not as bad as a lot of folks, but still I think there's so much shame around it too, like not wanting to talk to people about it, what's going on, but also not really knowing exactly how much in danger you might be. You know, if you do tell somebody, that can make it worse. And I just feel like in these situations, even that some people can maybe they don't have experience with it, so they don't necessarily have the compassion of understanding why somebody would stay or why they would stay as long as they do just to try. I mean, I stayed a lot longer than I should have, but it was to protect myself and to protect, you
Yeah,
know, my
because
family.
sad thing
So
is that many times when women leave, it was, oh my goodness, this really is triggering, but it still needs to be addressed. So I was in um a YouTube, no, Facebook group, and it
mm-hmm,
was talking about domestic violence and stuff like that. So this one lady was from Houston. I don't know who's people from. It was talking about the bad men we know in our lives or something. And this was like an international group. We were all around talking about the bad relationship we had. And this lady came on there, and she basically had been with this guy. He basically groomed her because he was much older than her, and she maybe was like a little bit younger than me, but they had been dating since she was like 17. He was like 30 or something like that. Let's
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
And so um she was, after years of going through divorce, it finally was finalized. But she kept saying, he won't leave me alone. This man won't leave me alone. And so eventually, the day they finalized the divorce, what does he do? He goes to her car after the divorce and shoots her. And that really got to me because I had been communicating with this lady in Facebook.
Of course.
And so that really got to me. I was like, why? They had
Yeah.
children and everything. And that's what he did. Because
Yeah.
he could not deal with her letting her go. But he had been abusing her this whole time. It was one at the hospital. We went to her job.
Mm.
She was like an X-ray technician or
It's
something like
awful.
that.
Yeah. It's
But
awful.
yeah, like, it's another thing, like you try to leave. It's another thing. So you try to leave, it still could happen.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Tommy, I agree with you here as
Yeah.
well. Like, as far as the culture is concerned, I mean, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, you don't, you're a failure if your marriage doesn't survive,
Exactly.
right?
Your
And
failure.
yeah, I remember moving to a new town, and go into this mega church, right? Because that's where all the young people were, and it was like the thing, and and the series was about, like, couples and all, and he said, God will forgive you if you're divorced. I'm like, what? You're like, oh, really? Great, thanks. What is God gonna forgive the SOB that used to smack me around? I mean, I mean, that's what like I said, it wasn't very often, but it happened.
Yeah. It
So,
was one lady at the church I went to, ICOC. They basically allowed her, she became separated and moved in with a sister, but they would not let her officially divorce him, her abusive husband, because he didn't cheat on her. So, but they used it usually.
yeah,
It's usually intertwined though.
yeah, yeah. So it's bad. Yep. So, yeah. So, what do you
Exactly.
tell me?
You
Oh
don't
my
know how
goodness.
many women, speaking
So,
of Tommy saying that, how many women, when we have our devotion, they would have to confess that they looked at somebody a little too long. I never let the men do it though,
yeah,
but they was pumping the gas and they looked at the gas tank a little too long or something like that, and they had
yeah,
to confess that.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. I think it shouldn't even be a word. It shouldn't even be a phrase. Failed marriage, right? Can we
Get
just
the
normalize
fear.
people growing apart, change them? I mean, like, yeah, exactly,
Now look at
exactly.
who's here in the
Oh, look!
chat.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah, we just talked about you earlier. Sorry.
Kelly was
All
talking
good
about you.
things though. All good
Hey,
things though.
Casey, good to see you.
All good things
Yeah,
though.
yeah. Yeah, so this is my point, Josh, right? Is that so much of Christian culture is that internalized guilt all the time, all the time, right? It's like, oh, it's, I don't really feel the presence of God. Well, it's my fault, right? You're not bringing all the people in evangelizing, right? It's your fault. There's so much, everything, like all the good stuff is God, and all the bad stuff is obviously us.
Okay.
And it's just so bad. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I getcha. There's sometimes it just doesn't work out. Sometimes Nancy Griffith will say, you guys, one of my favorite singers, songwriters is Nancy Griffith, and sometimes lovers stay too long, sometimes they leave too soon. So, but yeah, there you go. It was a successful marriage. It only lasted a few years. Yeah, it worked.
But
It
a
worked
lot
when
of
it worked.
times you
Yep.
look at somebody puts
Yeah.
up a facade too. Because we've all watched some Lifetime movies. And them
I
guys be saying they
know.
just the best cream of the crop guys you ever could see.
Yep. Yep. There's our friend Lil. Yeah.
That's my friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, and they sent the best guy, and then they really was a serial killer in the next town over.
Yeah. You know, being human is it's not for sissies. They're just surviving some of these things.
So
Uh,
when somebody's too
just like
nice, somebody I'm like, well, I be kind of thinking like,
yeah.
are you putting up a facade for me? And a lot of times my intuitions be right, but they be too nice. Somebody be doing something, be too friendly.
But how long
Uh,
did it take you to learn to trust your intuition though? Because that is another thing that I feel like
a long time.
Christianity really beat out of me was, like my intuition, like this is weird. Why does God need blood to forgive me? Can't God just forgive me? I don't get,
I'm a
it's really weird, right? That intuition on some of that stuff. But like, that's one reason, it's one of the reasons that I'm kind of addicted to like true crime stories and that kind of
oh yeah,
thing,
me too.
right? And it's like,
Ooh.
ooh, that could have been me, right? But also, it's one of those things where it's educational and like you should trust. There's a reason we say we have gut feelings. Like that is something that's kept humans alive for a really long time, right? We know when there's something not right.
Yeah, I watch too much Criminal Minds. I'm just gonna say that.
It's good though. It's good though.
Forensic Files, Dateline.
Hmm.
That's my drug. I love them shows.
And I listen to the podcasts like the
Oh yeah,
Crime Junkie. Oh my gosh, those are the
Bailey
best.
Say
Bailey
Bailey
Sarian.
Sarian. Oh, I
She's
love
so
her.
awesome. Oh my gosh. My daughter and I watched
Yes,
that. Oh my gosh,
yes,
yeah.
murder mysteries. Oh
Mm,
man,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but I watch her faithfully.
Yeah,
Yes, that's my
yeah.
girl.
But so
I'm a
much
fan.
to learn too. I mean, like she's brilliant, and
Yeah,
just the way she tells stories are just so
yeah.
awesome. So, but I'm like one reason I'm a little bit behind on some of my atheist YouTube watching, guys, because I'm currently watching Emily D. Baker and the Corey Richards trial at the moment because I get into
Oh
all of the
wow.
actual real life trials as well. I mean, there's like I can't. It's a bad. It's like a car wreck. I just cannot turn away from
So I'm trying
sometimes.
to see now. It was an episode. I'm gonna kind of think of what show it was on. Maybe like I'm trying to think. I don't think it was CSI Miami or something. But I wonder how true it is where they set up these abusive women to escape something like the Underground Railroad,
Mm.
where they had stations and something, and the women was able to get away because they ended up finding one of the women years ago because of another situation.
I mean, I just saw
But I'm
one.
thinking that might be true. And I was like, that's really good because the women that was in a real bad abusive relationship, it was a connecting, and basically, I think that they didn't know, but they knew something was gonna happen and how they're gonna get taken away. So sometimes
Yeah.
it was like fake kidnapping.
Mm. Oh yeah.
So they moved them. So they know what the fuck
I
happened.
haven't
They knew
seen that
this
one.
this 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 unmarked van came and snatched the woman up while she's walking in her house.
Oh,
But then they
but
find out it's
the
really this organization that's supposed to help them.
and
And
then
then
the
they'll move them to one state, another to another station, till they get settled
yeah,
in another state or something like that.
yeah. No, yeah, that's wild.
But yeah, because they
That's
have to do it like that.
but I also watch like the true cop shows stuff, when they arrest because I don't know why I like to watch drunks get arrested. But anyway, but they have, there's some of the true crime stuff too. But like one of them I was watching, Midwest Safety is really good.
I
And,
never seen that.
oh yeah, it's good. That's a good one. And,
Okay.
Midwest Safety. But a woman had written a note and left it in a bathroom at like a subway or something. And so the people read the note and they're like, I think this is legit. So they called the police and she had written her address like where she was being held against her will.
Wow.
And she had an abusive boyfriend, and she ended up going back to him, and then and there were like the mother, and there were other people in the house that were basically keeping her there too.
Wow.
So, and then the police went basically and rescued her. So
Oh, that was
yeah,
good.
kind
Yeah, I've
of,
seen
I don't,
where
how did we
people
end
have
up?
ordered pizza
Mm. Oh
and left
yeah, and you tell the
messages,
driver, yeah, I need
like
help.
in certain how they say it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
their name is I need help.
Mm. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So they'll work. So Anjar says, if you look at the DV resources, they'll work with you to do whatever it takes to help you out. There's a lot of creative people out there helping people out. Yeah, the domestic
yeah.
violence.
Everybody else
Yeah,
know they had code names and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, because it's sometimes you can't just up and walk away. You have to make a
yeah.
plan. And I remember being at the point where in my 20s and 30s thinking
Maybe
I
that's what I meant. They called 911 to get on the pizza. I know it's something with pizza.
oh yeah, ordering a
There
pizza.
might have been how
Yeah.
you for do 911. It might have
Mm,
been
yeah.
how you.
Yeah. Um, but just I can't remember what I was saying, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
that's
Was that
another good. No,
me?
no, 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 it's okay.
Oh
It's
no.
me. I told you I was tired. I keep doing
Oh
that. So,
no.
oh
I
my
do the
goodness.
same thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is a discussion that's we don't talk about we don't talk about it often in the community and stuff like that. How it
Yeah.
is being safe and stuff and walking away and how to safely walk away.
Right. And exactly like you have to. Oh, I remember now. That's good. That's what I needed. There's the book from Virginia Woolf that I
Oh,
read
I
in
love her.
English
Yeah.
class. Yeah, A Room of One's Own. It's a fascinating
Okay.
book, just the way that it's written. But also, I'm like, okay, yeah, a woman needs a room of her own, but she also needs a bank account. I mean, like that's the other thing too that
Think about it. It wasn't until the 70s, middle 70s, when women could have a credit
74.
card.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was
Yeah.
right before I was born.
Couldn't get
That they could
credit.
ever get anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, it's almost, well, let's see. No, was it last week? Was it last Monday? Or was it just this? Like my days are running together on the Java and Jugs. Was that the first woman that ran for president?
Yes,
Was that yesterday?
that was yesterday.
Oh my
Yes, that
gosh,
was
I thought that was
yesterday.
last week.
No,
Yeah,
that was yesterday.
so I guess that's something else that kind of just made me think about talking about this too, because I was thinking about like there's these waves of feminism, right? We think, oh,
Yeah.
it's the 60s, but there are multiple waves of feminism before before the 60s, with suffragettes, and even before that. But I just feel like, oh wait, did I miss something? No,
Emma's comment.
this one.
No, the other one. But that one's cool too, though.
Oh, it was yesterday, a week ago already. I know it felt like 15 years, right? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. But
Because I
but
didn't
just
even know about her. I always thought it was Shirley Chisholm.
I thought so too when I saw that
Like
the cover.
what?
I was like, wait a minute. I
So she
thought it
wasn't
was Shirley
the
Chisholm.
first black woman running for president. That must have been who Shirley Chisholm was. Because I always
Yeah.
thought she was the first woman president.
Me
Period.
too. Me too. Me
Running.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that was 1972. I
Right.
learned something new every day.
Yep. Yep. So, yeah. So, but it seems like, women will start to organize a little bit and say these are the things that we need. This is women are people too, and then it gets right. And I think I mean, we're seeing it now, right? I think that
Hmm.
just from the 80s and 90s, there was yet another wave of feminism um, in literature and theology and in working and different things and law and we're in that situation now where I feel like, yeah, I mean, women's rights. How in the world? how in the world did I grow up in the world that I live in where now my daughter, if she needs an abortion, she can't get one? I mean, like, that just completely blows my mind. I can't even.
We're
So,
going backwards.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
what I try to explain to some people.
So I'm making plans. I'm going to the No Kings, and
Yeah,
I'm
I'll be going
really,
to 20 years. But here's the thing I try to tell people.
hmm,
You, and it's not somebody like you as a white woman, but some of them nationalist white women, they don't give a fuck about you either. They don't
yeah,
care about you. You don't realize that. Because them taking away abortion rights and all that stuff is affecting you too. You don't understand it. But you just laughing because you think it's just going to affect a minority group.
right. But then,
They want you home, cooking, cleaning, waking, taking care of the baby. They don't want you working. They don't want you to have a life. That's what they want. They don't care about you. And that's a sad thing. They don't realize it.
yeah. She's on tonight, Aunt Cher. She didn't. And how?
Oh,
Oh
you in
gosh.
Ohio?
Yeah,
Tell me.
there's Cincinnati, right?
Oh, okay.
Yep, yep. Because we all need that
I'm in
community,
Detroit,
right,
as you see.
Tommy?
That's not too far.
That's not.
Maybe we need
Yeah.
to see each other in person one day.
Meet up.
My sister, not my real sister, but I call my sister. She lives in Cleveland, so I go there a lot, to Cleveland a lot.
There you go.
Time for you, we're going to be
Um,
probably getting off in a
yeah,
minute
we,
too,
we we need to sign off. So,
because
yeah.
we need our daily Bible lesson.
Well, I just want to say that's probably a good place to stop as any because we could just go on and on about everything. But I really appreciate you chatting with me, and I
Oh, yes,
love
thank you for
learning more
coming.
about you, Kelly. And this has been so much fun.
Yes,
And I can't wait to talk
likewise.
with you on Saturday on your
Yes, I
channel.
know. Let's find out a little bit about you.
So,
I
okay,
thank everybody in the chat for communicating with us and everything.
yeah, thank
I
you
thank
guys
you
so
for
much.
having me because this has been a long time coming. Because I
Yeah.
remember you started to channel right, started posting stuff right when I started posting stuff.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. So yeah, we're growing up together, aren't we?
I know, I know, I know. Well, you
Oh
can
my
always
gosh.
watch it later, Jesse.
Mm,
But yeah, because normally you do yours
so
later. That's probably why people weren't expecting you to be on right now.
I know, right? Because I'm usually starting much later, but
I was
we're both
expecting you to
tired, so we
start
just
later.
said, let's go early. This will work. So,
But yeah, this is
yeah,
some the topics you talked about, the
I
activism
think,
and the domestic violence and stuff, something that needs to be talked about because
yeah,
sadly it still happens in this community.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, absolutely. And the more that we can talk about it and recognize it and be there for each other,
yes, and be
is
a
really,
safe
really
space
important.
because some
Absolutely.
yeah some people haven't they have not gotten rid of the I'm gonna say it right.
Ideology?
Ideology. Thank you very much.
Okay,
It
okay.
was on the tip of my tongue. And I don't many people don't know, but I did stutter as a child. So
Mm,
the ideology of the religion. Like they don't believe in God, but everything else is still embedded in them and they won't take that away.
yeah, yeah. So,
Time to start deconstructing everything.
absolutely, absolutely. Question everything, and bring your friends along with you so you won't be alone when you do that.
Yes.
And get involved. Try and even if you're not the kind of person to get involved, there's always something you can do. When I volunteer to play music sometimes because that's what I can do, and I'm not going to apologize for that. I don't always go. I have volunteered at homeless shelters, but that's not my gift, necessarily. There's other things that I do. So like do what you do and share it with others. So
Yeah, that's what
that's
I tell people in my group. I'm
yeah.
like, let's find out, let's do something. What are you good at? Let's all work together.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And Kelly, thank you. It's
Oh,
just
thank
been
you.
awesome.
The
We'll talk
pleasure is
soon.
mine.
All right. Y'all take care.